This is a United States secret, now declassified document intended to prepare a factual analysis of the strategy and tactics and administration of the United States forces in the European theater from 1945, on the mounting Operation Overlord. Sea mounting is the military term used for the loading troops and equipment onto ships at a military port for overseas deployment. This is the same term used in 1944 for Operation Overlord and is still used today. The hub for sea mounting of the British Army is at Marchwood Military Port near Southampton, which provides logistics support for operations and exercises, primarily handled by the 17 Port and Maritime Regiment, Royal Logistic Corps. In February 2024, the regiment was involved in Operation Brilliant Jump 2 and Polish Dragon 24 for NATO exercise to test European defense capabilities. The regiment was also involved in further deployments of vehicles to Romania in January 2025. This document from the United States National Archives describes how the Build-Up and Control Organization BUCO based in Southampton Civic Center was first formed and the contribution of the rehearsal, Operation Harlequin, to future planning for D-Day.
It was at the Casablanca Conference in January 1943 that the Combined Chiefs of Staff directed that a plan be developed for the Allied invasion of Western Europe, and a planning agency known as the Chief of Staff Supreme Allied Commander COSAC was organized in London. This preliminary plan, which was approved by the Combined Chiefs of Staff in Quebec in August 1943 called Overlord, was the basis for all further detailed plans for the Overlord operations. Mounting the Overlord operation required the preparation and movement of a large number of troops, from the United Kingdom and the United States to the continent of Europe, together with their necessary equipment, and preparation for the logistical support of those troops. This mass movement of men and supplies must be accomplished in such a manner as to meet the requirements of the field force commander, subject to as such changes to the tactical situation might require. From time to time plans and procedures must be developed that would use to the maximum limited facilities of the United Kingdom allocated to the United States forces. On the 10th of April, 1944 it was directed that Build-Up Control Organization BUCO be established to control the movement of troops from the United Kingdom to the continent. According to the preparation of mounting plans, prior to September 1943 the Director of Movements, British War Office had made some study of preparations necessary for the movement of large amphibious forces. In September 43 the British exercise Harlequin was conducted in accordance with the procedure prescribed in Standing Instructions for Movement Control Combined Operations, Short Sea Voyage. Some officers and enlisted men of the United States Army participated in the exercise under command of British control officers. The results of the Harlequin exercise were carefully studied by representatives of the British and American armies. The exercise proved that a distinctly different procedure should be employed for a short sea voyage from that employed for a long sea voyage. It was agreed that the movement of Allied troops should follow a uniform procedure. The Service of Supply (SOS) European Theater of Operations for the United States Army plan mounting troops for the Operation Overlord was prepared based on the procedure developed in the Harlequin exercise.
On D-Day, two-thirds of the entire British assault force passed through Southampton, and in the weeks and months following until the end of the war 3.5 million service personnel embarked from the port to France. Over 2 million of these were Americans.